expect a chance of thunderstorms Friday through Sunday, with temperatures in the 80s on Friday.
Thanks for joining us for Storm Watch. I'm Christina Abernathy. We do have some stormy weather to tell you about in parts of Oklahoma and Minnesota. We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, it's time for our tropical update with Dr. Steve Lyons.
Well, thanks, Christina. We're monitoring a tropical depression number 4, expected to become a tropical storm later tonight or early tomorrow, and a hurricane in 2 days moving through the islands. Let me show you the large-scale picture briefly, and you can see the circulation out there right in the central Atlantic. Now let's zoom in just a little bit and get the information of tropical depression number 4 as of 5 p.m. Winds 35 miles per hour. Keep in mind tropical storm strength is 40, actually 39, so we're only 5 miles per hour away, so this could become a storm at any time. Moving to the west at 23, which is very fast, and that's why it's closing in on the islands quickly. We could see some tropical storm watches, warnings, or hurricane watches or warnings hoisted later tonight or tomorrow morning. Let's have a look at the circulation here, and I'll put a couple features on here. The circulation center is roughly there, right about 13.5 north and 48 degrees west, and you can see the circulation associated with it. The stronger winds are on the north side of the circulation, partly because the pressure gradient up there is stronger, and partly because it's moving very fast to the west. So to the south of the circulation, we're not too concerned about much right now, and even as it strengthens, if you're very far south of the circulation center, you're not going to get much in the way of wind. So it's primarily to the north of the center we're going to be concerned with the most. See the islands right out in here. That was that dashed line I just erased, and that's about 48 hours away. Now here's the time frame. Tropical storm later tonight or early tomorrow morning, moving off to the west and then taking a little bit of a west-northwest track perhaps, somewhere within this swath, making landfall on the islands Friday evening sometime as a Category 1 hurricane, we think. Now that can change, but we don't think it's going to be outside that track right now. Looks like it's moving along pretty well. Right now the latitude of the circulation is just south of Barbados, and so with that slightly north of west turn, we think that St. Vincent, Barbados southward, you're probably not going to be in too bad a shape, but you need to monitor this carefully. Up in the central island chain here, could become a little more problematic over the next 24 to 36 hours, and those stronger winds could stretch up toward Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands as gusty winds. Elsewhere in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico tonight has been very quiet. We've seen a cluster of showers up in here repeatedly. Tropical wave is now pretty much over Puerto Rico. All the showers are well to the east of that circulation, and so we're not thinking that that's going to have any chances of developing over the next 24 to 36 hours. Western Caribbean, wonderful weather tonight, as is the Gulf of Mexico. So both of those locations we're in good shape, and the Eastern Pacific is quiet. So with that, let's get back to Christina in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, Dr. Lyons. Well, as I mentioned, we're watching some stormy weather this evening that's moving through parts of Minnesota as well as Oklahoma and right on into northern Texas. A large area of rain is also covering parts of eastern Iowa into Illinois and into Wisconsin. Now, we could see some severe weather, isolated severe here in the upper Midwest, but we could also see severe weather from Missouri and Kansas back into Oklahoma and then another area here in Arizona. But do watch out for some of these storms here in northern Minnesota. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of Douglas County in Wisconsin and over towards St. Louis County. And then more stormy weather here to the south into Oklahoma around the Tulsa area. Severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect, and a pretty nasty line of storms affecting you. We'll have more on this coming up next on Weather Center.
Before I quit smoking, I asked my doctor, is Nicorette safe? And he said, of course Nicorette is safe. Smoking is not. Nicorette has been proven safe and effective in dozens of clinical trials. And Nicorette offers the Committed Quitter Support Program, which my doc said is clinically proven to increase my chances of success by up to 50%. And when he told me that only Nicorette comes in mint and orange, I knew that that was the right choice for me. So I took my doctor's advice, and you know what? It worked.
You can do it. Nicorette can help. Have tired, achy muscles got you down? Now you can get an uplifting total body massage anywhere you want with Electrosage from IGEA. The new IGEA Electrosage is perfect for massaging your aching back, sore arms, shoulders, any muscle group. And now IGEA Electrosage comes with 8 massaging pads. That's right, 8 pads for the entire body.
This is the same type of equipment I've used in my own practice for years to treat patients.
The secret is the gentle pulses that penetrate deep to invigorate the muscle, giving you the ultimate workout.
As a doctor, I can tell you the results are amazing.
Work your arms, legs, abs, shoulders, your whole body. Similar products with only 2 pads.
Not just for good health, but also for prosperity. And even for luck with their horse racing bets. Hong Kong is home to 2 of the most lucrative race courses in the world. Annual betting revenues from these 2 tracks exceed $10 billion US. High rollers who live here also flash their cash by driving a fancy set of wheels. Hong Kong has the highest number of Rolls-Royces per capita in the world. The popularity of English luxury cars is a reminder that this city was a British colony for nearly 156 years. Great Britain took control of Hong Kong in 1842 after it defeated China in the First Opium War. Many Chinese had become addicted to the drug, which they bought from British traders for large amounts of silver. Hong Kong was returned to China in 1997. Chilly temperatures and snow are rare here, but cold surges periodically sweep down from Siberia. No matter how cold it gets, the nightlife is always bustling. This is one of the world's great restaurant cities. Dishes are usually a shared, well-balanced meal of the 5 basic tastes of Chinese cuisine: acid, hot, bitter, sweet, and salty. After dinner, you may want to catch the Cantonese opera, or take a harbor cruise and catch the beauty of Hong Kong at night. And if you haven't done enough shopping, visit the Temple Street Night Market, where stalls extend for several blocks, and there are a variety of street entertainers. Whether it's spending time on the water or sampling the history and culture of the Far East, Hong Kong is a city rich with traditions and a lot of glamour.
For more information on Hong Kong, you can log on to our website, weather.com/atmospheres, or America Online, keyword weather. Our website provides helpful information on this city, as well as other vacation destinations. So log on.
Well, we just learned about the weather for a city on the other side of the globe. But what's happening a little closer to home? For a live update, let's go to the Forecast Center.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. Right across the middle of the country, big storms are still on the move. Not looking at the threat of real widespread severe weather, just a few showers and storms here and there. Might see an isolated severe weather occurrence, mostly parts of Arizona. A risk of that. Quiet night in New England, nice night for New York City and Boston. May see a few areas of wet weather in the bits of Florida. I mentioned quite a bit of rain, some moving across northern parts of Michigan, but still a few areas with some soaking rainfall, including moving away from us in the Twin Cities, but into parts of Wisconsin. Towards Chicago, here it comes, moving around in toward Grant Park here shortly. We should see some moderate rains coming in our direction. Around St. Louis, more rainfall, pretty sizable line of just soaking rain. Again, not really big storms. That's not going to be the thing here. Parts of Oklahoma, stormy now, moving in toward Fort Smith, Arkansas, and into portions of southern Arkansas. And around the Big D, well, some storms around. A lot of those just to the west of Fort Worth. Some of these have weakened a bit as they pushed in toward Dallas. Still could see soaking rain and gusty winds as a result of that. So wet into Texas across the middle of the country. A few showers lingering in parts of Florida. Nothing but nice for the Northeast. Looks promising. For the western U.S., some rain scattered about. May see some showers toward Denver and Phoenix. Otherwise, little rainfall in some portions of southern Nevada. Let's look at the big picture of our active weather. What about what's going on with the amounts there? Well, we're looking at a lot of rainfall still kicking up across the middle. We'll take a look at that specifically coming up in the forecast as a part of Weather Center just moments away. Rainfall kicks up throughout the day across the middle of the country. Rain into Arkansas, parts of Michigan, even toward Indianapolis into the evening. Additional rain still a problem. May affect us in western New York, even toward Pittsburgh, and other areas could be seeing a lot of rain, especially in the southwest. More details in a few moments with Weather Center.
So, did you get the correct answer to when was that weather? The St. Patrick's Day flood happened in Johnstown, Pennsylvania back in 1936. Well, that's all the time we have for now. We thank you for joining us and hope you'll be with us again next week.
All right, we're going to be here. Stay tuned. Your local forecast is coming right up. And then it is Weather Center right at the top of the hour. For all of us here at the Weather Channel, have a great week, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
The biggest thing about going through the flood was realizing, all emotional, realizing how my friends and my coworkers just came to my aid. Thousands of dollars poured in, and it was unbelievable.
Oh boy. We just didn't have any way to get this furniture out of here.
Hillshire Farms touring the country for delicious ways to cook America's favorite sausage. In the Midwest, Hillshire Farm Cheddar Wurst, bursting with real Wisconsin cheddar. Down on the bayou, our smoked sausage made the jambalaya king. Out west, the Perez family kept coming back for more Little Smokies. Hungry for more quick meal ideas? HillshireFarm.com. Bring the flavor home.
Great hotels make Kissimmee St. Cloud the perfect place to sleep, though the neighbors have been known
to throw some big-time celebrations.
Order your free Kissimmee St. Cloud Visitor's Guide now.
It's filled with valuable coupons, maps, and everything you'd ever want to know about hotels, attractions, and more.